This is Digital Marketing 101, the recording edition, part 2. In my last video, we talked about using your voice, a prime tool when it comes to digital marketing or being on a social media platform if you're going to use yourself as your medium. But no one talks about how to really start doing it because you're not just going to use your voice in a projected manner as easily as you would your friends. So I'm here to tell you how to actually do that in a realistic way. The first step is to actually avoid something, and that is scripting. Scripting is probably the worst thing that you can do because you don't sound like yourself when you're scripting. You're trying to make it perfect. You're trying to explain something eloquently. Scripting is the absolute last thing you want to do because it puts yourself in a box of parameters where if you don't do it in a specific way that you envisioned, you're not gonna like it. And 99% of the time when you start doing this, it is not gonna be like how you envisioned. The second step is actually something you should do, and that is to say everything line by line. In my first video, I talked about using your phone as a recorder and to actually just record your voice without any kind of visual aspect. And the reason for this is you wanna go line by line and focus on each line's intention in the video. Sometimes it's hard to phrase 30 eloquent sentences and have the same energy throughout each one or the necessary accents that you need. But it's easy enough to do it one sentence at a time. So doing it a sentence at a time, even if it's not really genuine, makes the process a lot easier. And removing this physical aspect removes that genuineness because that was never a factor to the context of what you were trying to present. And the last and arguably most important step is talk to your audience as if you're talking to someone that's really mentally challenged. And the reason is, outside of being pissed at that person, when someone is mentally less than you at a subject, wow, that sounds so bad to say, but when you have more knowledge than someone else at a subject and you genuinely want to convey that message, you want to actually do anything so that that message becomes clear. For me, for example, when I want to explain something to you guys, I like to raise my voice, add some energy because that's how I am in person. Do I talk like that to someone with lower knowledge? Absolutely not. But it gives you an idea of how you should act because you're so robotic when you first try and do something that you kind of forget that there has to be emotion and intention behind everything that you say, or else it kind of just plateaus off. Hopefully this video helps you out, and in tomorrow's video, we're going to talk about how to improve from zero.